Hey guys, welcome to a YouTube video, and I am creating a series of videos where I'm going to be sharing with you how you can take your work and do it from home. Also, how to build processes to make sure that your work is being done. I'm going to be sharing with you all the tools and everything that's online that I use on a day-to-day basis to operate my business, but also to communicate and help my clients succeed during this time of the times that we're living. One of the reasons why I thought of doing these videos is because I've been accumulating all this experience with online tools and whatnot, and I know right now many of you, if you have never worked from home, it might be something difficult, it might be a challenge that you're going through. So I thought I should be able to bring this experience and share it with you so that you can overcome any of the problems that we might be facing right now. So with that being said, let's go over to my computer where I'm going to be sharing with you a few tools that are completely free that you can start using today. Just to start setting meetings, getting in touch with your team, collaborating when it comes to documents and whatnot. And then tomorrow I'm going to be also doing another video like this, but it might be a bit more of advanced tools. Some of the tools might be paid, some are not, but I will walk you on how to use them all so that you can get started the right way. Here on my computer, you will notice I am using a Apple computer or a device, but all these different tools and whatnot, they are available everywhere. They are available on your phone, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. They are also available on PC, Windows, and of course Mac. Now, one of the things I recommend the most when you're working from home is to try not to use your mobile phone, because you have a lot of distractions that are taking place there, and it's a bit difficult to concentrate on when you're trying to get something done when you have so many platforms on your phone that are available for you to interact with. So always think about, like, if you were at work, would you be on your phone or would you be using your desktop or your laptop? So I always recommend to do everything on your computer and put your phone away while you're working so you can get it done. So let's get started. So the first tool I want to share with you, of course, is and especially for this video, will be based on Google. So Google really gives you the ability to do everything that you need to do for your business, and most importantly, almost all of it is completely free. So one of the tools that I use on a consistent basis is Google Calendar, where I can put dates of things that I have to do, tasks that I have to do. If I have to invite one of my clients for a meeting or anything like that, then I will also create a calendar date on Google and send the invitation to them so they can also have it in the calendar. Now, the way that this might work for your team is that you want to make sure that everyone knows what's happening. So if there is a meeting at 10 a.m. for marketing, or a meeting at 10 a.m. with the CEO and the people on your team, everybody needs to be aware of it, and the best way to do this is really through Google Calendar. Now, once you have a Gmail account, Google Calendars is completely free, and what you can do, as you notice here on the left side, I have different calendars, names, and whatnot. So let's say if you have a marketing team or an IT team or anything like that, just create your own names for all the calendars and make sure that you invite the right people to them. Now, that is how I work towards planning dates and meetings and all that. So now when I'm looking to host a meeting with some clients, I do use many different platforms, but most of them are very comfortable using Google Hangouts. And Google Hangouts is also completely free once you have a Gmail account. It's very easy to invite people into a conversation. I believe you can even record the meetings if that's something that you have to do, and you can share your screen and show people what you're working on, what your team is doing, share files, everything right on one platform. Now, since I know that many of us are using Microsoft Word and Excel and all these platforms, we also need to understand that working from home means that we will also have to send them the documents. We will have to share documents like Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, and all that. So one of the best places to do that is using Google Drive. Now, if you have a Gmail account, you should also be able to get 15 gigabytes free of storage for your Google Drive. So if you have a team of, let's say, 10 or more persons, or even if it's just two of you or three or more persons, you should have enough space to be able to share enough content, information, files, everything on Google Drive. What I like the most about Google Drive is that it allows me to edit and write comments on files as I'm talking to my clients. So one of the things I do is that while we're doing a Google Hangout, I ask my clients to open the Google Drive files so that any content that needs to be edited or anything like that, we are also seeing it as we do our meeting right live on Google Drive. Now, if you do need to store more documents and whatnot, I would recommend Dropbox for Business. Now, most businesses nowadays, they do have a Dropbox account with like 1 TB of memory or even more, so that all the information, photos, videos, you name it, can be stored there without a problem. If you have a personal account, that would also work, but if you are doing business, I would recommend to do the business account so that you can have everything stored in one place. I believe also with Dropbox, you will be able to edit and comment actually Microsoft files. So if you don't want to move all your documents into Google Drive and create them in the Google Drive templates or style, you can actually just put them on Dropbox, where you will be able to actually edit, comment, and do all that on your actual documents. And if you're a designer like myself, you can also upload Photoshop files and all these files to make sure that everything takes place there. Now, one of the things that we have to keep in mind when we're working from home, especially as it is many people who are working from home now, is that not everything will require a meeting. So there are certain things of times where, for example, the CEO or a designer or a person who's in the front end might just require to send a voice message or a recording of themselves explaining something that they're working on at the moment. And you can do that with this platform named Loom, which is what I'm using right now to record my screen. So over the last 5 years or so, I have been using it to send reports to my clients of things that are happening at every week or at the end of every month. And also when I want to share my ideas or thoughts of something I'm working on and I would like them to see it. But let's face it, not everybody has a time for a 10 minutes meeting, right? If it can be sent on something like this or it can be sent on an email, then it's better to take use of these platforms and get them to work. With Loom, what you can do and what I like the most is that you don't have to download anything. Once you finish recording your videos, it will allow you to take a link and that link is what you're going to send to your team or your employer or anyone, and then they are able to see it on a browser like this. You can also download Loom as an app, as you will see I have it here, or you can also download it as a browser extension, so you can record directly from your browser. For me, I prefer the app or the app, so that I can do more with it. And they also have like a pro plan and all that, so if you need more to do more, then it's a great tool. So I hope you found that helpful, and I'm gonna be sharing with you more videos like this on a day-to-day basis. Some videos might also be on my Instagram, but once you go to my website, you will be able to see all the videos that I am sharing. And if you found this useful, make sure to share it with someone who you know that's working from home, or someone who has a business that needs to operate from home now. And if you like it, make sure to subscribe and share it, and come back for more tomorrow.